2, 3. And that's the number that we have at the top. Just a little going ahead, the top number is called the numerator, and the bottom number is called the denominator. But we're not going to focus on that today. That's just, I know, Jack, you really love going ahead in math and learning more, but today we are going to call them the part and the whole, because we're just learning how to do them. So, if this is 3 over here, Jack, count how many we have over here. 5 pieces. Good job. So, would the fraction be 5/5?
No.
Why not?
Because the whole, it says 8.
It says 8, but we can't just go off what it says. We need to count. But is this a full circle?
No.
No. So that's the thing with the fraction circles. They have to create a whole circle in order to have all the pieces. So we took 3 out. So we have to count how many are left in order to figure out the top number, the part. So what would the whole be if we counted these pieces and those pieces?
8.
8, exactly. So which number should I change right here? Kristen?
The whole one, so the bottom.
Good job! You're so good! Great thinking, Kristen. So we're going to have 8. And Kristen, you were so good at reading that fraction before. What is this fraction?
5/8.
Good job! Okay, so now I'm going to do something a little more tricky. We are going to use all the fraction circles. And I'm going to leave this up here. Fraction is the part over the whole. And we're going to have some fun with our fraction circles because I have a lot more than besides 5ths and 8ths. So, we have, and remember, the whole for these ones is always going to be a circle, but that doesn't mean how it's going to be, because next week what we're going to do is we're going to try doing this with squares and rectangles, which might be a little trickier because you need to really pay attention to what the fractions are. But right now we're using circles. So how do you know when you have a whole?
And the circle is a whole circle
A
all the way
whole
around.
circle. So we also have tenths, sixths, fourths. We know this one. What's this?
Half.
Halves. What's this?
1.
Yeah, 1. This, if I can get it up, is 1. And then we have our thirds. So this is the whole. So this is what we're trying to get to. So the parts are how many pieces this whole is made up of. But we're not going to worry about that one so much. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to have you guys work with them a little bit. You guys can work right on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you either the fraction circles, and you're going to have to write down the fraction, or I'm going to give you a fraction, and you're going to have to make it with fraction circles. So does everybody understand how we kind of take away these, because they're magnetic, to make different things? So you start with your whole. Right now, we're always going to start with the whole. When you have a fraction, you're going to look for the bottom number and see how many pieces there are. So if I was to give you the fraction 1/4, what we're going to do is you would say, okay, the bottom number means how many pieces are in the whole?
4.
4. So you're going to find the fraction circles that have the 4s. And you're going to make sure you have all 4 pieces by counting 1, 2, 3, 4. But how many pieces do you need?
1.
1. So what would you do?
Take 1.
Take 1. And then that is your 1/4. So then you're going to put it next to the fraction so that I know which one that you mean. Because if you put 1, 2, 3 and leave the 1/4 over here, how many am I going to think you gave?
3.
3. So I'm going to think you think 3/4 is the answer. So be very careful and make it very clear. So let me get this. Let me erase this. We're going to work with the 5s and the 8s first, the 5ths and the 8ths, because we did a lot of practice with those. But I'm also going to put in 3rds. And I'm going to put in, 4ths. So, these are our fraction circles that we're going to be using for now. So I know you guys already know what 1/2 is. So, what we're going to do is we are going to start off by, I'm going to write a fraction on the board, and you're going to make it. So, Jack, your fraction is going to be 2/3. Yes, I know that's easy for you, but we're starting off a little simple. Okay, don't touch any materials until I say it's okay. Kristen, your fraction is going to be, let me turn this to write it, 3/5. Okay, so now what you guys are going to do is choose the fraction circle that you think is going to work best for you. So you can go ahead and grab your fraction circle. Okay, good job. Oh, Jack, pay attention. Remember, we're focusing on math. You love math. You're so good at it. Okay, so what you're going to try and do, and I'm right here to help you, is to make your fractions. So go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You all done, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So, your fraction was 3/5. So we're looking at this one, right?
Yeah.
So let's count how many pieces.
1,
1,
2,
2, 3. So what is that? Is that the part or the whole?
The part.
Exactly. And then what's your total amount of pieces?
5.
5. Good job. Look at you. That was awesome. Okay, now Jack, we're going to go through yours. So what is your part? Your part's 2. So let's make sure we have 2. 1, 2. Awesome. So now we're going to do the whole. So how many pieces did you have in the beginning to start with? So 1, 2, 3. Awesome. You guys did so good. We'll make them a little more difficult for you now. Okay. So I'm going to put the pieces back. Pay attention, Jack. Okay. I am going to give... Oops, forgot to erase this. Jack, I am going to give you 5/8. And you can go ahead and start doing that. And Kristen, I'm going to give you, let's do... I'm going to write it wrong. Excuse me, Jack. I'm just going to turn this for a minute. 3/4. It's a little sideways. But grab the pieces that you think you're going to need. So, and good job respecting the materials, guys. I really appreciate that. And just let me know when you're done. Okay, so this time we're going to start by looking at Jack's first. So, what was the part? 5, good job. So let's make sure you have 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yup, and then the whole is 8. You're getting ahead. Good job. I'm so proud of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Okay, so Kristen, your fraction was, can you read that for me?
3/4.
Good job. Okay, so we're going to make sure you have the whole first. So what are the total amount of pieces you had in the beginning?
4.
4. And what's the part?
3.
So we have 3 pieces here, right? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. 3/4. So now we're going to make this a little more tricky. I am going to use the 6 and the 10s because we haven't used those yet. And yes, Jack, I'll give you the 10s. So we can put all of these over here for now. Just make sure they stay in the piles with each other.